Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life? I'm joking. Aaron doesn't like that, but I'm saying it because you know what? Why not? Hey, why not shoot for the top? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham daily news and update show, the Breakfast Club. Yes, it's not a morning show. Breakfast is breakfast, but we're not here. It's in the afternoon. Things change. But yes, good day today. It's a Monday. And we're talking a little bit about Wrexham's future. We made some contract extensions to some of our youngsters that won't go against our team going next year. So we're going to talk about that. Also, rumors of Wrexham going after a midfielder that we will talk about, which I kind of like. I did a little profile research. Again, Ken says I'm not the most organized guy in the world, but you know what? Ken doesn't know shit because I did a little bit more research today to prepare for the show. So anyways, please smash a like on the video and subscribe to the Local Pundit if you haven't already. We are like 4 away from 2,300 and then that 700 to get to 3,000. We're going to get to 3,000. Get the likes up, get your chats in. Want to get into it real quick about the youngsters we extended, but then I want to get your thoughts on that. I want to get your thoughts on the potential signing that we are looking after too. Did you dye your hair? I do not dye my hair. I don't dye my hair. I do not dye my hair. I promise you. Ask producer Ann. I do not dye my hair. Oh my God! But here's what's going to happen. I will do this. Everyone. Shit. I will do this. Sorry, I'm swearing. I did not dye my hair. Does that make everyone feel better? Now I'm back to neutral. Is that good? Awesome. How's everyone doing? Don't lie. I swear to God, I do not dye my hair. I swear to God. Anyways, yes, a couple good things we're going to get to before we do that. Tomorrow, apparently, little birdie says we have a birthday in the community, and I want to say happy birthday to this. I'm pretty sure it is Kelly Davidson's birthday tomorrow, and tomorrow is June 10th. It is her birthday, so the community, do your community thing. Happy birthday to her. It is tomorrow, so we're getting ahead of it. So it's a pre-happy birthday. When we're on the show tomorrow, I will sing happy birthday to Kelly Davidson. There you go. Does producer Ann dye my hair? She does not. I don't dye my hair. I don't dye my hair. I literally don't dye my hair. Oh my God. We're getting off topic here. Come on now. We're getting into the show. It's over. Getting into the show. Okay. So Wrexham duo, Aaron James and Callum Edwards deserved new contracts, says Phil Parkinson. These are our youngsters. So Phil Parkinson says 2 Wrexham's youngsters prospect deserve extension. We extended two contracts of young Aaron James and Callum Edwards. This is on the website. We're getting right into it. We're not talking about dyeing hair, dyeing beards, all that stuff. We're getting into the show. Okay. The club has exercised the option to extend Aaron James's contract for another season, while Callum Edwards has also been offered a new deal. Offered. Clear right there. Are they for the future? Okay, let's see. Are they for the future of Wrexham or future of sale? Okay. Still in 19, James came through the ranks of the race course and has gained first-team experience. He was very good. I liked him this year. I thought he did good in the JBD Cup. He made his competitive debut in the substitute FA Trophy Cup 4th round of Accrington in 2023. But going on about that, Parkinson said, Callum did well on loan. That's Callum Edwards at Bala. I know I'm getting that wrong, even though it's Bala. And we rewarded the lads who go on loan and progress. So there you go. Parkinson is not just looking at guys we're taking in right now, but the future, whether it means a sale or that. So he says we reward the lads who go on loan and progress. And obviously he feels that Callum Edwards went and progressed. Now, as far as Aaron James, he said, we are pleased on how Aaron James did for a tough season for him. When we went on loan in January. We're looking to see how they do in preseason and maybe loaning them both out again. So these are not guys. There's my boy coming in hot. Coming in hot. Let me just finish this thought and we'll talk about it. Aaron's in the house. So Parkinson is being fair on all levels here. It's not just about the guys that he wants to come in, not about the starting 11 or the bench. Having guys like Callum Edwards and Aaron James who have extended their contracts will only help us for the future. So these are good signs. I like this. It's not great business in regards to we didn't sign, Wayne Rooney in his prime, but we extended players that have come through the ranks and we feel like can do some either A, sell on, B, give them opportunity to go out on loan to get another job, or C, being able to play first team football in the future for Wrexham. What say you, my guy? How you doing? What's the deal?
Not much. I don't have much to say at all. I'm just here to look pretty. Somebody's got to do it. They say sex sells, and I was watching. I was like, I better get in there.
Well, I kind of like that sex sales better than sells. I kind of like sex sales. By the way, you can't come into a podcast when we like I have nothing to say.
I come in late, so I'm not sure what all you said.
Okay, so I said what I said was profound. Like
I'm sure it was.
It would have been award winning. Yeah.
Until I jumped in, and then that's why we're not award winning is because I jumped in.
Because you jumped in. And
everybody's upset that I didn't bring Bigfoot. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Do Bigfoot.
Jesus. I took it off because I thought everybody was over it.
Let's see your dome. I mean, everyone. I do not dye my hair.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. That's even better. Okay, so we extended deals to duo Edwards and James, Callum Edwards and James. What do you think about that? I said we're not going like 6 to midnight, but I think it's good.
I've not looked at these at all, so I have no idea what they said about them. How long were the extended? Like, how long did they sign them each for?
They didn't say, but they offered a new deal, and so Aaron James got another season. Okay,
so at least 1 year.
Yeah. So there they are. Okay. That's what another.
I think it's great. I mean, that's what we want. We want bring the young guys up. That is eventually that's what we want to do. Is to be feeding. I mean, if anybody watched Sunderland this year, that is what they were bringing kids from their youth team or all the way up through their youth, getting them into the first team, and they literally got promoted. I mean, a few they bought, but there were a handful of kids that were very important to their promotion. Or guys that come up through the ranks at Sunderland, and so when we have, that's what we want. Ultimately, at some point, we want our youth development to be like that, where we're developing them from a young age all the way up through, and then you're getting things like this where you're longer contracts to our guys. They become important. So hopefully those guys get a chance a little bit in the first team. Whether they will, we don't know.
Hazard brings access. Oh yeah, I remember James' Cup game. Yeah, little undersized as I recall, but he played well. He was great. Do you remember that Cup game? It was the JBD Cup, was it?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was one of the first ones. I think he played. He may have played a couple of them. I can't remember. But yeah, he was definitely he didn't do anything bad. I don't remember him doing anything bad. It's been a while since I watched him, but I don't remember like thinking, "Oh God, that wasn't good." I thought he was good. You know what I mean? He was solid.
Producer Ann, right there. That's producer Ann, right there. See her? There he goes. He used. By the way, what you missed was Josh gave his hair dye color number. What do you think? I'm Captain Lou Albano. What the hell's going on with you guys? Jesus H. Captain Lou Albano. Leap and Sarah says, "Hey TLP fan, I'm running late to Aaron on my way home from the grocery store and listening. Hey, what's going on, Leap and Sarah and Chicky Brewer? I didn't know you would go against me on the hair dye stuff, but I did. I think it is also what you missed. I'm just catching up with the show. Was that I believe tomorrow is Kelly Davidson's birthday. So happy birthday to her.
That's happy birthday, Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. Aaron has extensions in. Do you?
No, I definitely don't. I've got short hair.
You got short hair. Don't care. There you go.
It needs cut, but short.
Yeah. Looking handsome. So again, obviously slow summer so far, but looking at this, you're right. Like, let's get some. If these players are good, give them the opportunity to get better. Go out on loan. They'll go right on loan. They'll probably go on the tour with us. I'm guessing down under. Get some minutes. And then get them.
I would think so. I think some of them. I think there's a few of the younger guys came last summer also. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It'd be good for him. It's good experience for him. You know what I mean?
As a young
out
guy,
there, and it doesn't. And that's the thing. It's games that don't matter. You know what I mean? Obviously, you want to get your first team some minutes.
Yep.
But also, it's a good chance to get the young guys in and playing with the first team. You know what I mean? I think that's important too. Getting them mixed in with the first team players.
Seeing what it's like to be professional. That's
exactly. I think all that, on and off the pitch. Like, I think all that's great for them. So hopefully some of them are going.
Yeah, you never come to the local pundit to be professional though. You would never Can we take on interns? How would what would an intern?
I mean, am I an intern?
No, you're a co-host. So then, how can
I
you
don't know
be?
what I am.
Yeah, you're a co-host. How do you? We'll call you an intern. I'll give you an up. You know what?
Intern.
You are.
If
You are.
you guys are middle management and upper management, I'm an intern. I'm nobody.
Yeah.
I'm
all
here to
right.
look pretty, basically.
You're here to look pretty with Bigfoot behind you.
That's right. Apparently, if I don't bring Bigfoot, I'm not allowed back in.
It's look. It's right there. Oh, that's used. There you go. I'm playing all summer long. I'm playing the Bigfoot stuff, all the happy camp shit, because you know what? No one's gonna ding me on that. I don't think. There you go. What up, fellas? What's up, James Lee? How you doing? And Carol HR says, I think Aaron is asking me he's gonna get paid. Laugh out loud.
No,
Yes,
no, I'm definitely not. I'm just gonna get paid.
he's
All the
getting.
money, trust me. Josh spends all the money putting into this channel. It all goes here.
Yeah,
There's
clearly.
nothing to be paid.
There you go. I would love to. We will get there one day. When we get there. Aaron gets paid in TLP memberships. Aaron, he does. Yeah, he got TLP membership. True. But this is going back to the show real quick and moving on a little bit. I like seeing this. We're just grinding the gears a little bit too. You know, it's fine. It's summertime. Summer loving, having a blast. Summer loving, happened so fast. Come on, name the movie. Come on.
I mean, it's Grease, but I don't remember
Yeah.
the song. I don't know the words to the song.
I
I
think
never was big into Grease. I'm not. I don't.
happy. How did I do it? Summer loving happened so fast.
I think you're
Yeah.
skipping a line. I feel
You're
like
right.
you're skipping a line. I think so. I'm not
Really?
positive.
Not pretty. Yeah. Grease lightning. Go,
That
Judge.
doesn't feel right though. That's like
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Should we duet it? Someone put it in the chat. We'll duet it. Here we go.
Oh God. Yeah, let's not do that.
You
You
sure?
know, actually, I mean, if you guys want to hear a story about me, when I was a kid, okay,
Mhm.
at our county fair, they used to have we had a talent show, and so like all the kids would go and like sing songs and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
won that thing like 4 times.
What? Hidden
I was
talent?
a really good singer when I was a kid, and then I hit puberty, and then I wasn't so good anymore.
You went from alto to soprano.
Something I don't know.
You're
I was
embarrassed.
good. I was singing country music though. We're hillbillies around here, so I was
Yeah.
killing it. Actually, we did one. We did shit. What's the name of that song? It's like a doo-wop song.
Oh, you gotta get it now. Now I
It's
know.
an
Now I
old
need it.
one. It's an old one. Blue Moon.
Blue
Moon. Yes,
moon.
that's the one.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
that one. We won with that one.
By the way, I
That
walked up with Moon River to my wedding.
oh, there you go.
Yeah. 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 That is a
Um,
different moon
yeah,
though.
different, but yeah, different, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Different moon. Oh my God. Kiki Brewer says I have a nice singing voice. So there you go. Well, Aaron, you gotta belt it out. Met a boy, cute as can be. I mean, we can get all into this.
I don't know the words to that one. That's the problem.
Oh man, Grease lightning. Oh, it's so good. All right, should we talk about some other actual football, or should I just keep on singing?
Yeah, whatever. We shoot the rehearsal here.
We shooting the
I don't even
rehearsal.
know what's happening. I mean, I'm
Really?
just I just hopped on out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
I was working on a car, and then somebody called me and said, "Hey, I'm doing a show here in a little bit."
Doing a show. We're shooting
Okay.
rehearsal.
All
Don't
right.
we
Let's
start
do it.
raining down clips of me singing in Discord? Yeah, please do. All right, football, says Chris. All right, football. All right, huge stuff. I almost put this on the thumbnail, but it came a little late. Okay.
Right.
So this is in the Lancashire. Oh shit! What did I do? I already.
You
What happened?
buried me.
I did. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Lancashire Telegraph. Blackburn Star attracting interest from Wrexham midfielder Lewis Travis, who is apparently a big shithouse. A big shithouse.
Yes, I heard that today. I'm excited about it. I'm all about it.
I am in.
Now that I know he's a shit house, I'm like, yeah, we need this guy.
I am
this
in
guy.
for this. 27 years old, captain shithouse. Central defensive midfielder. Wrexham are one of the several teams monitoring the Blackburn Rovers. I did listen to another podcast. I'll give that guy credit when I look it up. And so he thinks that, where is he? Okay, here he is. Not hotels.com, hotels.com. Okay, he thinks Lewis Travis could be on his way. That says 3.5 M's. They think in maybe 4. But defensive midfielder. He's played 38 times this year, 2 goals, 1 assist. His heat map is absolutely titty city. And he is a player that I think that could replace Matty James and put Matty James to the bench and coming off. Apparently good shithouse. 27, will be 28 in October. And is just a guy, yellow cards galore. Look at this, likes to wind up. Total, after hearing about him a little bit briefly, I think this is right in Parkey's wheelhouse. Again, they're saying 3 to 3.5 to 4 M's will get him. Midfielder, I'll give you a little more stats over here. When I say I did my research, Ken says I'm not. Yeah, look at that, right? 183, whatever that is American, but he is got 2 goals, 1 assist, started 37 games, 38 matches, rating 7.0, paid 32.17, 33,217 minutes.
Hey, Josh, real quick.
Yes, sir.
You know that if you go up there next to where it says About Us and there's a little settings icon, if you click on that,
Okay.
you can change it. No, go next to it, to the little circly job.
Yeah.
Hit that. Go down to English US. Yeah. Okay.
English.
You want that. Okay. And then somewhere you can pick. Yeah. If you go with that, or, change that.
Oh!
Booyah! changed your life. I just changed your life.
Bocce balls! Holy crap! What happened there?
I figured it out the other day. I forgot to tell you. I figured it. I was like, yeah, I can get real heights.
Oh my days! Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. 6-footer he is.
He's a 6-footer. Bocce balls. No one knows what that's from. 6 foot, wears a 27 shirt, plays central midfield, central defensive midfielder. I haven't seen him play, but good stats. I like 11 yellow cards, which means he likes to get in and get stuck. He did play for Ipswich for a bit. I like the profile of this player. Again, they're saying about 4 M's for him. The podcaster who I listened to earlier, which I will let you know who that was.
Blackburn Overseas. Blackburn Overseas. I watched it. Yeah.
Okay, that guy. Yeah, Blackburn. Blackburn Overseas. Yeah, that guy. Credit to Blackburn Overseas. Yeah, talked about him. He said, "Listen, he feels like this guy can go be a part of this team and move on into the Prem. Good opportunity for him. Get the money, and they'll go. His head might already be turned. If you know, you know. So I like the profile of that guy. 27.
I think he's the exactly the type of signing we'll be making this summer. Whether we get him or not, I don't know, but that's exactly the type I expect to get.
Yeah.
They've basically said as much. They're looking for championship level players in their 20s. That is what we're looking for, and players that have done it. I don't know if the price is. Who knows what the price is going to be? You know what I mean?
Well, they're saying 4 will do it.
If he said 4, but that's also him. You know what I mean? What's the club? Here's the thing. Here's what you got to think.
Mm-hmm.
They're running out of time to cash in on him. He's heading into his last year.
He's got 1 year left on his contract.
And if he's already told him, "I'm not signing another deal," they know they got to sell him.
Yeah.
So would you sell him at 2.5, 3? Knowing that you're not going to get anything out of him if you let him go till next summer. If he runs his contract out, he's gone on a free.
He's gone on a free. Yeah. What are you, Arsenal?
So you're going to take some, it takes the money down a little bit.
Yeah.
At least that'll be our argument. Now they're going to be, maybe it will be 4 and maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I have looked into him. He looks really, I think he's exactly what we'll be signing.
Yeah.
That would totally make sense to me.
Profile player right there. Upgrade immediately. Right.
Yes.
With 1 year left in your contract, either you're staying or going. And I think that again, like you said, this is an immediate upgrade, and it's someone we need. And he'll be 28 in October. Okay, fine. But we lost Aaron. Did I lose Aaron?
No, I'm here.
Okay, sorry, what's that? But I like this signing. I like the profile. I don't know the style of player, but when I hear shithouse, I'm like, oh, there we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard him say that he was a shithouse. I'm like, yes, I'd like that. Hey, James McLean's a shithouse. I'll take all of that. Give me more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And apparently he's a super hard worker too. From what I was looking at, I'd absolutely love
started 37 matches this season out of, so that's another good sign too. 37 in the league, 37 matches out of what, 46, 38 matches. So that's good. That's good.
46.
And 46, 46.
Yeah.
So I say that too. This doesn't look sexy, and I think he brought this up as well. But when you're doing that job, it's a real unforgiving job. That no one really, 2 goals. He's all the stats are here to stat. Someone wants, this is a Patty deep dive. But no, here.
But here's the key. Scroll down to his defensive stats.
Where you at?
Boom. All the way down. There you go.
Defended.
Those are all good.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a good defensive midfielder. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're looking for.
So
that just screams party. Now here's the thing. I know Carol and some of the guys, Carol's saying an upgrade on Matty James. I don't know if he'll play that holding role. I'm not sure. He may. I could see him playing the Dobson role too, which I just saw that he also put Dobson in there too. I could see him playing that ball-winning midfielder for us. Mm-hmm. Where he's in there making challenges, taking the ball off people. So maybe he plays that role. He could play either.
Yeah. Do we know what style is he? Is he a ball-winning midfielder, Dobson, or is he a conductor?
Well, I don't think he's I don't think he's this. Maybe he is more like Matty James. Just from what I could pick up, and I haven't obviously not seen him play, so I can't. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's hard to make a judgment. I don't think he's the guy that's stepping on the ball and holding on to it and controlling it. I think he's the ball winner. And I could be wrong, but here's the thing: they play. They'll call him a defensive midfielder, okay? But they're playing a 4-2-3-1. So you've got 2 defensive midfielders. Mm-hmm. And one of them generally is the guy that's running up and down all over the place, winning the ball. The other guy is the conductor that's, this
a little more elegant.
He's, could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think he's the ball winner. I think.
Yeah. Well, if I hear shithouse, he's a Dabo. Right? He's a Dobson. Not a replacement, but we need to have 2 positions where we don't drop off. Where okay, it's not going well. They, God forbid, like someone gets injured, whatever. Someone to come in that's just as good. By the way, that's it. So if he's the Dobson, I don't want to use the word replacement. If he's the Dobson clone competitor, 1A, 1B, that's good for me. I like that too. Yeah. There you go. Rousey's in. I did drop in the chat to come in and say hi. Millwall will be lurking in the chat. What breaker 19, breaker 19. What's up, Rousey? How you doing? Yeah. Smoky in the water. But yes, if that's the guy that's coming in, I'm liking it. I like the profile player. I want to do some more research. This just came out, and Sean Deasy says the stats are statting. Yes, they are. James Lee's in the background wants to come in and have his say because that's what we do. We're shooting a fucking rehearsal. There we go. What up, bro?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Y'all can't hear TV in the background. I got wrong, so I don't want y'all hearing it, right? I don't want that kicking in.
You watching Raw on Netflix?
Yeah.
I can't hear
anything good happen yet?
The first 4-way for Queen of the Ring.
Kayfabe?
Okay. Kayfabe. Is Hulk Hogan still a champion? If not, I'm out.
Yeah.
Can you smell?
I'll let you guys watch. Aaron, I'll let you watch later, so I'm not going to. No spoilers for me.
All right. What say you want to go back to the Callum stuff? You want? Oh, there you go. There's the girls out. Yeah, the girls are girls in right now, and the stats are statting. Yes, it is. John, yep. What's up?
No.
You want to go? What do you want to take on first?
No. I didn't hear the McCallum stuff because I was grabbing a shirt and some other things. I was going to say about the Lewis guy from Blackburn. This is the lowering of the age profile and also the raising of our floor, like I was talking about the other day. It's doing both. Mm-hmm. Because even if we keep Matty James on and he falls down into the squad, that lowers our ceiling, that raises our floor. Because
so we're saying he might not be the Matty James, he might be a Dabo comparatively to his defensive stats here.
Maybe. I'm not positive. I'm not 100% positive.
Mm-hmm.
but still he raises the floor. That means the person we're bringing off of the subbing in is going to be better than who we were bringing off.
Who's
before.
So let's just take this on right now. That's a pretty good point right there.
George Evans is who we would be bringing in now. This guy's a better.
Do you think Evans is going to make the squad this year, guys?
I think he'll be gone. I could see him getting moved on.
They're moving him on. They're going to move him on.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that. Leap I slept on it, and I've changed my affection for Dobson. You guys are too smart. Well, I mean, there's no smart here, right there. There's no smart. And Matt Al's in the house too. This is, hi up, guys. How are you? Matt Al, you got any information on Luis Travis? The profile of the players there, I like it. I want to make this work.
Things must be quiet because I've not got a DM from Matt Al for like 2 days. So there must not be shit going on.
Yeah.
Matt Al sends me all the secrets.
Yeah. Does he?
He's got all the secrets.
He's got all the secrets. James.
I can see him as if he's as good as his profile is looking and as his stats are looking, I can see him as a future potential armband wearer.
Really?
Yeah. Like he profiles as a future captain.
Mm-hmm. I want to get a little more information on him, but this is a player we will dig into.
Is he their captain at Blackburn?
Yep.
He's the captain right now at Blackburn. Yep.
See, I didn't even go that far in it. I just looked at his stats.
Mm-hmm.
Looked at his age, looked at his profile. I was like, he's captain.
He's got Parky all over him. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
28, 27.
Yeah, he screams. He absolutely screams Parky.
Yeah.
I don't want to play any videos of him, but if we can, I'd like to see this style of play and what he did, so let's keep an eye on this one, and good work on the Blackburn Roversy. Good on him. Shout out to him for what he did on him too. How much of an overhaul do you think we need to do in the starting midfield? This would be a good upgrade if this is the profile of the player. Dobson, I still think can play the championship. But again, these are the guys we want to get. This is the profile.
Yeah, I mean, our midfield's got to be more of an offensive threat. They just can't be a defensive threat like they have been. And this from the defensive midfield, this is an upgrade in that aspect.
Matt Al says Luis Travis has more yellow cards than successful. God, the loans are what's going to make the difference. We need to buy players, Matt Al. We need to buy.
You don't want loans. You don't want to be. Problem with loans is they can leave in January, and so they could kill your season just as good as they can make it. Just as quick as they can make it good.
Yeah, I think he will use the loan market maybe for a solid youngster like a Hannibal that came down to Burnley from Manchester United. I think he will use the loan market, but it needs to be creative. But we need guys like this profile. I don't know if this is the guy. We need this profile player to plug in and actually upgrade us too. He's saying Ricky James Jones free transfer from Posh. Is it?
Yeah, Posh.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think about that one? That's probably paper talk.
That's one you. That's more of a you're going for upside there. You know what I mean? I don't know if he'll necessarily make a difference right now, but his speed is dangerous. So you bring him on late in the game and cause absolute chaos. I think he was getting better towards the end of the season at Posh. I think early on, I don't think he was scoring a ton. But I think later on in the year, he started scoring a little bit more. He ended up with like 12 goals or something.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
So which isn't bad, but he's, I mean, we don't have that kind of speed. We don't.
Not up top. Not up top.
I mean, Smith's plenty fast, but he's not that fast. That's different. That's elite fast. So yeah, I mean, I think if we got him, that's the guy you're looking for upside for, and he's young, so I think he's 22.
He's 22. And on that note too, just to bring this back a little bit too, and James, I want to kick this on to you as well. So there was an article that the great Velvet Hammer put out about Wrexham striker Mo Faal be a big hit next season? Question mark. Called him unorthodox. And he had a really great article talking about him, about what we pay for him. They're saying he's going to get loaned out, but he had really good appearances. Do we have our own Ricky J. Jones? It needs to get an opportunity. And if you have an opportunity to go do this, I like Mo Faal. I think Mo Faal is good. I think he has a future with us. But saying that, we're talking about Ricky J. Jones, and Mark, I love him, and putting this out there, just like, well, what about Mo Faal? Will he get a chance?
Depending on his preseason.
Okay, what are you looking for in him? What are you looking for?
I want to see him improve with the ball at his feet and an actual scoring threat. Like, he looked like a baby gazelle out there last year whenever I got to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looked like he was struggling to find his footing at League One last year. Like I said, he looked like a baby gazelle last year. There were moments of brilliance, but then it was like, and it's one of those, did he improve in training in that enough to where, obviously it was enough where Parky didn't send him out in January on a loan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
the problem was he couldn't go on loan. He was, because he played for us and West Brom. He couldn't go. So that's for sure why he didn't go on loan. I would like to see Mo Faal go on loan this year.
Well, let me give you this.
In a League One club.
So this is quoting Mark Griffiths, Aaron, to James's point. He's quick, he has fast feet, and is able to cause problems for defenders in the air. In fact, causing problems for defenders is his specialism. He's unorthodox. He's awkward. He's difficult to read. His spindly legs, that's a $2 word, and arms stick out and make it difficult for defenders to step in around him and get the ball. He pulls off moves you don't expect. That's exactly what Parkinson and his scouting team saw when they brought him in. It's also something they need to nurture. So you talk about the preseason. Talk about him being that guy. Talk about the Ricky J. Jones. Ricky J. Jones has speed and pace. I equated him to a Berbatov. I don't know.
Yeah. To me, he needs game time. He's got to play. You can't have him sitting on the bench all season. And I'm not convinced that he'll get in our squad in the championship. I think if we'd have stayed down in League One, maybe.
Yeah.
And then there's a good chance that you get him in. But the fact that we went up, I think that kind of hurts him as far as playing for us right now. So I think you send him on a League One loan and see what he does. And because he's already scored a ton of goals in League Two, so he's ready for a League One goal. He's ready for a League One move. So I would send him out on loan in League One, let him play a full season, and then reevaluate next summer. I think that's probably
one of the things I'm interested in seeing if he does get a preseason with us. That we noticed at the beginning of last year. And we saw it some during the preseason, but we definitely saw it at the beginning of the regular season last year, was the weight and the muscle that Max put on. Like last year at the end of League Two, people were like, Max has got to put on some muscle and some weight to handle League One. And he did.
Yeah.
And remember, when we got Mo, I was saying he's got to put some muscle on. Like, he's thick in the trunk, like we won't because of his size, but he's got to put more muscle on. We really didn't get to see a lot of him this past season. I want to see during the preseason, if we do get him during the preseason, did he put some muscle on with our strength and conditioning coaches?
Well, he was injured, though. Apparently he had a thigh injury. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's out. He may not get a preseason. That's it. I forgot. He had a major thigh. I think he had surgery.
He had to go to Callum Edwards. He had to go to Callum Edwards.
Yeah, so he might be out for a while. So I'm not sure what he may not get a loan move till January because he may not be ready to go out this window.
When did the injury happen?
It was right towards the end of the season. I don't remember exactly when it was, but it wasn't that long ago.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, there's no update on that right here too. But would you rather invest in Mo Faal or would you rather invest in a Ricky J. Jones? And this is just for the conversation. Not to say we're going to do that, but I'd probably go.
I think Ricky J. Jones could contribute in the championship. Maybe not be the starter, but I think he could contribute. His speed is. Here's the thing.
So why didn't they extend his contract?
Who? Posh? You talking about Posh?
Yeah.
Because he didn't extend. They probably tried. I think I'm gonna get out of here.
I was going to say, you got to remember, players also have agency too, where they can sign or not sign.
Yeah.
So
he didn't want to.
Posh could have been throwing contracts at him all year long, and he's going, "No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm out this place."
Yep.
They're saying Tottenham are keen on Ricky J. Jones. I don't think that's true.
That seems. I mean, if they bought him, they just send him straight back out on loan.
Yeah, I was going to say they can buy him for the future and put him out on loan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They can see the potential in him.
Yeah.
Well, how are they buying a player when they don't have a manager yet? They just dumped out the greatest manager of all time coming out of Australia, but they're saying 2 M's to come in for him. They're getting the manager from not
Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford. Sorry, Brentford. Yes, yeah. But yeah, this is Spurs have a very good youth setup, and they can help James fulfill his tremendous potential. They're not going to put him in the youth system if he goes there. He's going to want to go and play ball.
No, they'll send him right back out.
Here's the thing, Josh. The way they can sign him, even without a manager, is most Premier League teams have the director of football set up. So think GM in baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
The GM signs. So that's how they can do that.
Yeah, 2 M's for him is doing nothing for sure. Shea Reed is my go-to player, 50-plus goals last season, 16 years old. I have no idea who that is.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Here you go. Esteban keeps asking about Ben Davies. Ben Davies got extended at Tottenham.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know you mentioned that. I couldn't find the article that you were talking about, Esteban. But
you guys say
he said it was Daily Mail, I think. So I don't know what they said in the article, but I do know I know Tottenham extended him.
There. Okay, done deal. Tottenham extend Ben Davies' contract through 2026. Okay, that's put to bed. There you go. Tottenham Hotspur are keeping the longest tenured player around for another season, 1 year. Spurs announced social media. There you go. There, 2026. Okay.
And then Fulham extended their guy, didn't they?
Carney?
I don't think they have yet. They offered him. Yeah, I don't think he signed yet.
Okay, so that puts that one to bed. All right, that one's to bed. Okay, fine. So let me say this first. I like Ben Davies. Never been a star. Probably he's always a study. Okay, he's a glue guy. Okay, well, good. Good luck to him. Good luck for his glue guy. Hopefully, he doesn't get stuck to the chair. Who's the other guy? Kearney. Kearney and Fulham.
Yeah.
Okay, it's some news on him. Just up to 2 weeks ago. There's nothing updated here. It says just 2 weeks ago. I don't know which way to go. So yeah, there's no update on him right now. So okay,
but they offered him a contract, but he hasn't signed it yet. So
he hasn't signed it yet. Well, he's got till the end of the month. So
yeah,
he's got time.
It's going to go down. I think it could. The window shuts in like 3 days for the.
Is it shut now? It might be shut. Is it shut?
Yeah.
What's the date today? I don't
16th
know.
tomorrow, I think.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. So I think it shuts tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Closes the 10th, and then closes the 10th, and then we're
opens right back up after the
Monday. Yeah. I think it's Monday. It opens back up. It's only closed for 6 days. It opens back up 16th.
It's the weirdest thing, but they updated it. They did it for. Yeah, they did it. Okay.
Yeah,
I know why they opened it early. I have no idea why they decided to close it for 6 days.
It makes no sense.
Why just open it early and leave it open?
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing ever.
No reason to close it again.
The thief is retarded. Or UEFA or whoever that is in charge of the windows. I forget. There's so many governing bodies.
Okay. Okay. Here's the Aberdeen joined the race for prolific striker who had interest in Celtic during 51 goal season. There you go, right there. So this is the guy right now.
I prefer just to form one governing body, WFA, World Football Association.
Yeah. So Shea, 16, topped the Northern under 20 Premiership, 23 goals and 32 appearances. Okay, so there he is. So I don't know about this guy. There it is. That's Ryan Giles, my other player. Okay, so okay. Carol says, I don't think Ben Davies' issue is putting to bed. Respectfully, the point folks are making is that reports are still in for him despite his extension. Okay, maybe they're trying to get some money out of him, Carol and HR. Maybe that's right. Yeah.
That seems. Here's the problem. You're not going to get shit for it. You're talking about peanuts for them. I don't think.
Not only that,
I don't think they do that to the player. Okay, you got to think that would piss him off. That's the problem.
That would insult him.
You know what I mean? That's insulting to him. I don't think. I think, especially a player that's played there that long, I don't think out of respect they would do that to him, because that's money out of his pocket. Because now we could have gave him a bigger wage, but now we're going to have to pay some money for him. That's cutting into his wage. He could have got a bigger wage on a free. If they extended him,
if not here in the Premier League, definitely in Europe.
Yeah, I think if they extended him, he's staying there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially a player like him. It'd be one thing if he was like a 22-year-old. That's a little different. But with an experienced player like that's been there for years and years and years, I that would be so disrespectful if he did that.
Yeah.
Matt Al's going off, says Ryan Giles. I go on up here. He's a left winger that scored no goals, so he's got to be a left back. I mean,
left back, left winger.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah, but haven't we basically? I mean, I understand they still drop back on defense, but haven't we basically moved to the 3-5-2?
Yeah. I mean, that's a player that's a left-sided player. He's going to play a left wing. He can play if they've got him listed as a left winger and a left back. He can play left wing back. So it actually fits the bill. I don't know enough about Ryan Giles.
He's been on base 25. Yeah, we'll see.
That's one of the things I've enjoyed about Parky.
Looks like he's created some 62% of created chances, 84% of touches. That's not bad. I mean, those aren't bad numbers.
You know what he is though, Aaron, guys? He's 5'10". You know, I know that. Because what you do is you go here, you do that. That is called learning.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You owe me, by the way, for that.
I owe you a high five. Yeah. Yep. I owe you a high five. Again, not much.
If Aaron lives in civilization, you can send him some money, get him a Whataburger.
I'll do whatever.
We don't have any Whataburgers around here. We only have like Burger King and McDonald's and.
By the way, also too, speaking of Burger King and McDonald's, it is tonight. Kill Tony is on at it's on. It started about a half hour ago, which I'm going to try to get to, but not much news, but we'll make news. It's been fun. It's been a good time. What do we have the rest of the week? Thursday, we got something, Aaron? Is that correct?
Yeah, that is the rumor. Rumor going around is we got a members only show coming up on Thursday. So I'm supposed to do some homework on Whole City.
Okay, well done.
So there you go.
Aaron, are you a member? Or sorry, James, are you a member to watch the show?
I believe I still have my membership.
Okay, all right. Well, just pointing out there, we do a members only show on Thursday night. Hope those going to be.
We're gonna start going into just so everybody knows, we're gonna go into the other teams in the championship and do a little background history on them. So you'll have all 4 of us, right? You're gonna be there too, right, Josh?
I'll be there for sure.
Yep. So all 4 of us will have me, Patty, Ken, and Josh.
I'm invited.
Josh to run the show. The rest of us just there to look pretty.
I'll do no work.
Have we seriously looked at the Sheffield roster and seen who we're going to snatch off of there, since they're broke literally? I'm sorry.
There's a couple. I think there's potential, but the problem is here's the problem with Sheffield Wednesday. They are broke. Their owner doesn't care, and he will not sell players. He doesn't. We tried in 2 windows to get Matt Smith, or was it Michael Smith? Michael Smith.
Michael Smith.
We tried 2 windows to get him out of there. They won't sell him. They're not. They won't sell anybody. It's just they're going to have
those players are going to have to get legal representation.
He's the strangest owner. The dude has turned down. Okay, he's had offered $75 million to to buy that club. A club that's, according to experts, say is worth around 40. He got offered 75 million and turned it down because it's not enough.
It puts him 35 million to the good, because God knows how much he owes debt.
But he doesn't. That's not how he looks at it, and it's gonna be it's gonna get a lot worse there before it gets better. Let's put it
Oh my God, National League bound, them poor people.
Well, hopefully they don't do a Reading, but Reading will recover right there too. Okay, so that's coming up. We're gonna be doing that series coming up. Also, too, another announcement coming up. We're doing Championship Chat, Champ Chat on Sundays. Gonna do all things Championship.
Yeah,
Chat.
that's coming up in it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Sunday.
Yep, TLP Champ Chat.
The 22nd, right? Is it the 22nd? Is that the date on it? Yeah.
So get ready for that. James, I'll let you get back to the wrestling and yeah. Been a good just catch up today. Anything breaks, as you know, we'll be live on the local pundit, as you know. We're here all summer long. It's been fun to catch up. Get your thoughts in the chat on Lewis Travis. Get your thoughts in the chat about Mo Faal. Get your thoughts in the chat about the two guys for the future. Can they be a part of it? Callum Edwards and Aaron James. Can they do that? But more importantly, thanks for coming in. Please smash that like button, subscribe. James, last words. What do you got on your end?
I'm just looking forward to see what comes up here in the next few weeks as far as us moving people in, moving people out. Okay. I'm ready to see what we're looking like here in the next few weeks. It's going to be fun.
All right, brother. We'll keep you posted. All right. We'll see you in a bit.
All right. Holla at y'all. Bye.
See you, buddy.
Yep. All right, brother. Good night. Going back out to work on the car?
No, it was starting to get dark. That's why I decided to come in. So it's starting to get dark on me. It was a nice night, though. God, it was so nice outside. Thought they're playing around. I was working on derby cars, if anybody was curious why I was a little bit late.
Well, we should do a show on derby cars.
Dude, you don't want to get me started on derby cars.
I
talk a lot about this? Wait till you get me started on derby cars.
I would love to hear about that. Not a nice night out here. It's 103.
It's like 68 or something right now outside.
Yeah.
Little bit of a breeze. Nice.
Yeah. 100. Are you ready? Here's the night today. 109, 104, 103, 105, 103, 105, 110, 110, 105, 103.
See, now I gotta look at my. It is supposed to warm up a little bit this week. Not too hot, but right now it's 68 outside. So this week we've got 78 tomorrow, 86 Wednesday, 86 Thursday, 82, 81. But the lows are 57, 63, 67, 68, 67. So not bad. Not bad here for a while.
What's that on Celsius? 40, 30.
I don't know. We got to hit Josh, you got to find the setting to change that to.
Yeah. Well, I'll change that too. So thank you for those who gave me some of your time over the weekend. It meant the world. Esteban, we love you, bud. And always here. Great community. Also, tomorrow is Kelly Davidson's birthday. So wish her a happy birthday if you had a chance. We're going to get out of here. Thursday, another episode of Welcome to Wrexham. Check out for that. Anything breaks, and we will be live on the local pundit as we do. 3,000. Let's go. I think we're 4 away from getting to 2,300. Let's do this.
Oh, we're so close. Let's go.
Let's go. So close. 6 to midnight. Let's go. And on that bombshell, see y'all soon.